Alright guys, so we're out here at this old homestead out on a county park. Actually Rich and I were out here way back about 17 years ago now. We were going to put a Frontier Ford out here. But he's up there digging on the bank. Always wanted to detect this. Now we're out here. So let me show you what I got. Alright, so here we go. Neat. It looks like it's definitely Victorian. You can just see that kind of design. It really kind of looks very Victorian-esque, but it looks like it's a little it's got a little cloth belt, probably a woman's belt or something like that. Not a bad find. First find for me today. Working this little it's another little cellar hole. I think it's in a little house up here, along with the farmstead was here. There were two houses here, a main house and then a smaller house, built pre-1850s. So see what else we can find.
All right, so we're here on the site of a pre-1850s homestead. Just got a pretty nice signal on the E-track. Actually, it rang up like a penny. I was kind of surprised what I got, but here's what I pulled out of the hole. It's a nice old brass buckle. That's I don't know if that's a piece of horse tack or what. I'm guessing it is, but that's pretty sweet. That's the first good signal I've had today. Your usual aluminum and junk so far. So let's see what the day holds.
All right, so we're out here, still working this. There's another little cellar hole. Looks like another one, maybe a barn or something up that way. Rich is down there working. What?
Where'd you put the packs at?
Right on the other side. So yeah, we had to bring packs out here because it's a mile back in here, and it's as you can see, it's snowing a little bit right now. But I got another cool little find. We'll check it out here. All right, here we go. I'm just about 10 feet from that last thing I found, but check it out. Looks like probably some little ornamental piece or piece of furniture or something like that. But you know what? I'll take that. Looks like there was a little bit of gold gilt at one time right there. Looks like here's where it was fixed with screws. But you know what? Not a bad little find for a snowy day. Alright, so I'm out here detecting. You can see there's a little bit of looks like a bank barn or something like that. But I think I got my first piece of silver. It's not a silver coin, but boy did it ring up nice. I thought it was a coin coming up, but I don't know. It's definitely silver, but I'm not really sure. Might have been like a silver. You can see a little, I don't know. I don't know if it was capping something. Whatever it looks like, it's been all crimpled up. But it's ringing up silver. It looks silver. So, my first silver today. Not a coin though. Okay, I think I got something really good. Working down, I think what was maybe another little old house up here. There were two up here, bank barn up behind it. I found the stuff on the other side, the looks like the little belt. But I had this little high scratchy signal, and I dug down and I couldn't find it. And I'm just going to show you what I see on the edge of the hole right now. It's out. It's silver and it's round. I mean, it's dime size. I'm hoping something older than a mercury. That's what I'm really hoping for here, because I haven't found a barb or anything earlier yet. So let's check it out right now. All right, here we go. This is it. Can you see it right there? Look at it. Oh, it's silver. It's definitely silver. I gotta get my glove off. Dang it. Okay, let's pluck this thing and see what it is. Oh, I think it's older than a mercury. Oh, yes! Yes! I got my first barber. Oh, God, yes. Oh, yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. This is making the day. Wait till Rich finds out. It looks like it might be 1912. I am happy. Very happy. First barber, and a mile out away from where we parked. Awesome find. One off the list. Now we're looking for seededs. All right, here she is, all cleaned up. Beautiful 1 dime on the back. Flip it over, and there she is, Lady Liberty. Beautiful barber dime. Looks like she took a little bit of wear in the ground there, but awesome coin. Happy to find it. It's my first barber, so very excited.
So I'm standing here on the remains of what used to be, it looks like a pretty decent sized bank barn. You can see the foundation down below. This thing was probably a good 30 by 60, 30 by 80. There's some other foundation stones over there. You can see I'm fairly high up. The ramp's pretty decent sized, and the remains of what I'm assuming is a corn crib. I'll be working my way over there next. But got a scratchy signal on the ramp going up here, and found one, what I think is a 270 shell, fairly modern. Had a nickel primer in it. And this second signal I got, I can honestly say this is a first for me, surprisingly. And here's what I got out of the hole. Nothing fancy, nothing special, just a file. But as you know, searchers likes finding the artifacts and the pieces of long forgotten lives. And as I sit here, I think about how the guy, the farmer, probably, you know, worked on equipment right up here in this barn. He probably had his tractor parked in here, and you know, all of the hours and minutes and seconds spent making a small homestead like this work. As you can see, it's snowing. It's about 23 degrees out here. Yeah, we do this for fun, not because we're smart. And just, it's the history thing, folks. It really is the history. Look down through the woods, you can see the Springhouse that Brian and I were hitting a little bit earlier this morning. And yeah, in spite of the cold, it's just a really beautiful day to be out in the woods. And what better way to spend it than finding little bits and pieces of history. So I moved down below the bank barn. That's the hump that I was up on before. Got a really nice, high, clear signal. The E-track is well known as a silver beast. And look at what's in this hole. Right there. $1892 Barber. Second one for me. This is the oldest one so far. Just as shiny as the day it was dropped. Ain't that sweet? This place is sure panning out to be good. We were afraid it had been hit. And it very well may have been, but obviously they didn't get it all. So we're going to see what else we get.
So I'm sitting here having lunch, you know, eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, enjoying the beautiful scenery around me here. Got this nice little trickle of water here in our Springhouse. And out of nowhere, I hear, "I found silver!" So Rich apparently found some silver out there. But what he doesn't know is I found some too. So we'll have to see what it is. I'm hoping it's not older than mine. I mean, I got that barber dime. I can hear him trudging through. He's coming. We'll have to see what it is. And I don't know. 2 silvers today. Not too bad on this site out here. I'll be interested to see what Rich has found. So I thought I'd give you all a look of what we got here. This old Springhouse. You know, back in there is probably where they actually stored a lot of their maybe cold jars and things like that. This is a double-sided one. It's pretty interesting. The other side, I think, is actually, if I remember correctly, is where oh yeah, here's the troughs in here. I mean, check it out. You could just see a bunch of stoneware vessels sitting in there. Water coming out, overflowing to here. And you can see there's a little overflow area right there. It would come down and then it would exit it out the building, so it wouldn't flood it in here. But unfortunately, it's not as, it's in pretty bad shape. But I could just imagine a bunch of stoneware vessels sitting in there, milk getting cold. Beautiful. It's nice to see some of these buildings like this are still standing out here. Hopefully it'll stand for another 100 years, but I guess time will only tell. You know, you really have to stop and just, as we're detecting, we move through a lot of areas, and, there is nothing nicer than today. Sitting down at lunch here, just taking it easy, you really begin to enjoy how a beautiful day it really is out here. The snow is just falling. It's so cold that it's just kind of coming down like in a snow globe almost. Beautiful day. Doing this sport, sometimes you just have to sit back, relax, enjoy lunch, and really just take in, this beautiful scenery around us here. Nothing better, especially sitting here with this running water of this Springhouse. It's probably been running like this since the 1840s, and just great to enjoy it. So when you're out there, just remember that. Enjoy what's around you and enjoy the day that you're out hunting. When I came back and washed up the artifacts, I wanted to find out a little bit more about who lived on the property. Through background research, I was able to find out that William Neal built the farmstead sometime prior to 1850. He was born in Ireland along with his wife Priscilla, and it appears to be his sister Mary, who may have occupied the smaller house that we found out there. Priscilla and William had a son, Samuel, who sometime in between 1860 and 1870 took over the property and farmed it just as his father did. Samuel married his wife Jane, who was 17 years his younger, and they probably worked the farmstead for the next 20 or 30 years. It's nice to be able to tie those artifacts that we found out there to people instead of just being objects that we find in the ground, and hopefully tell the story about the people that live there and how they work the land.